around all the things, and they could just say, hey man, like, you know, I know what you're talking about, and you know,
I've been there, bro.
telling you, been there, done that, and
it ain't lifestyle.
there's a reason why I'm on this side of the line. and they left it right there, and boom, back to 5. I was like, oh, this is so good. This is so good. Yeah. The
Arnold found pussy, that's why.
Yeah.
That changed his life. He told everybody in that movie too.
He did. He sure did.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy K here.
And I'm A.Rick.
And welcome back to another Blaze Review movie review session. And tonight we got to take a hit of the latest, action, sci-fi joint.
The latest Terminator film.
What, the sixth in the franchise, but it does ignores...
It ignores
everything
3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, everything after the second one, which were all shit, pretty much.
Yep.
I mean, what?
4 was...
decent.
It was just such a terrible...
It had Christian Bale in it, so...
It got a bad rep because he went off, but it wasn't his fault. Yeah.
But hey, they're rebooting it now, and they bringing in, Tim Miller, director of Deadpool?
Tim Miller, yeah.
Tim Miller.
He's real.
The original cast coming back, too. You got Linda Hamilton, Arnold Schwarzenegger finally coming back again. Maybe for the final time. Who knows?
Man.
But this time they're teaming up with Dark Fate, Terminator Dark Fate. And it takes place... What year it take place in? This current year, huh?
Okay, no, it takes place in 2020.
2020.
Yeah, it takes place in 2020.
2020, and now instead of James or John Connor or whatever his name is,
right,
it's following a new girl named Danny who's working in a warehouse when all of a sudden this Terminator comes from the future, tried to kill her and stuff. But luckily for her, it's not Terminator, but a cyborg human or whatever.
Yeah, she's an augmented soldier from the future. Yeah.
Named Grace, I believe her name was.
Yes, Grace. Played by Mackenzie Davis.
Fine ass. And she's tasked with doing like the Arnold Schwarzenegger role from the second film, protecting her, and she's gonna get some help from Arnold and Sarah, of course, as well.
Yeah, Sarah Connor's back.
And badass this time.
You know, her badassery is just it's crested in this movie. Yeah.
But hey, always hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know in the comment section where you guys decided to see Terminator Dark Fate. What about yourself? I mean, you kind of already seen it. But
I was on the fence. Yeah, I was on the fence. The trailers made it look like, okay, they took all the campiness out. You know, they're Tim Miller. They brought Tim Miller in. He's real.
Who's actually campy, which is surprisingly.
Yeah.
Got a comedy guy to come in and direct this more serious role and stuff. But from the trailers and stuff.
Oh no. Tim Miller, no. I don't see him that way. I agree. I see what you mean, but I don't see him that way. I think he was brought in to Deadpool to do the action stuff and do the gritty stuff, and they just needed the humor. And Ryan Reynolds,
I'm about to say Ryan Reynolds.
He does it himself.
That part into it.
He does it himself.
But yeah, I mean, you were excited from the trailers a little bit, right?
Right. Yeah.
Because you saw him, you're like, okay, this actually looked like a good action.
Yeah, I was like, and then I saw when I started seeing promotional stuff, pictures of Mackenzie Davis. I was like, whoa, okay, she looks like she's from the dystopian future.
I've never seen her in a role like this before.
Right. I'm a martial artist, so like, and I grew up literally as a kid. Yeah, boys and girls, and later men and women doing martial arts. So I see like a woman doing an action role like this, and it's gritty and it's real and not real, but the sci-fi and all that. That's my bread and butter. That
turns most people off nowadays, seeing all the women in there. I see that in the trailer.
Don't write their greatness, show their greatness. Yeah.
But did Terminator Dark Fate show the greatness of these badass women and make this into like the third good film from the franchise?
Right. They can finally have a trilogy.
Or did this movie flop just like the other 4 or 3 or whatever the fuck the other ones there was? I don't remember. That shit sucked. But hey, we got stoned. I wanted to go see Terminator Dark Fate. Just let you guys know whether you guys should waste your time, your money, but more importantly, that good old MJ on Terminator Dark Fate.
Talk fast.
You first.
As always, make sure you guys are smoking along, dabbing along, vaping along, whatever the hell you're doing. So, I mean, what kind of high you got from the Terminator Dark Fate first?
My first high is Mackenzie Davis's character.
I knew you were going to start with her.
Yeah.
You didn't even talk about her like for
I've been talking about her nonstop since we got out there, bro. Look, man, she... I've seen *Halt and Catch Fire*. I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen like a good several episodes in a row. So that was my first time seeing her. She had a small role in The Martian.
Yeah, I saw her in Tully, I think, for the first time last year. That was like a drama.
I didn't see that. Yeah, I missed that one. But then I saw her in Blade Runner 2049, once again, small role. She had a body double in there for a lot of it, so I don't know how much of that was.
Did she have a body double for this one when she was naked?
No.
I hope not. Good.
Nah, that was her, yeah.
All right, so I was like, ooh, there we go.
No, because her body double in Blade Runner 2049 had fake breasts, and she doesn't. Weird. I don't know why you would go there, but anyway, I've seen her in a bunch of stuff, in several things that she's been in. I haven't seen the movie that she was praised in as an actress, but I was excited to see her take on an action role like this.
You in this?
Yes.
What? Finally hit the blood. Peer pressure.
The last thing I'll say about that before I turn it over to you is just what they're doing lately is putting older actors into these action roles, and I just die for just someone who's of prime age, peak physical condition as a person, as an actor, to do an action role like this. And it's just finally we got it.
Yeah. She definitely had that peak physical. I was like, God damn, she is ripped in this movie.
She looked great.
Cause I can tell that she was like just some
great.
Teenage babysitter and shit. This one, she's like some fucking swole ass.
She was on a mission. Period. She was on a mission, and I love that.
And she kicked a lot of ass throughout the whole movie. Like from the get go, this movie just starts off with the ass whooping and stuff. Like you get that factory scene with her and that, what is it called?
The Rev 9.
Rev 9.
The Rev 9 Terminator is the malicious Terminator here.
Mm-hmm. When that fight scene when that one, I'm like, okay, this girl is a badass after all and shit.
I didn't see that fight scene coming either.
No, that early on? Yeah, me neither.
And I was like, whoa, this is a full fight scene.
It's already going on right now.
Yeah, it's a full-blown fight scene. Reminiscent of, I'm going to be giving little nuggets of the previous 5 films throughout this. Not bad or good, just comparing it. That reminded me of the Terminator 2 scene in the mall, T-1000 versus T-800, their first fight, or I believe it's T-800 still. Their first fight in the mall, they were going through the walls and shit, and their first encounter, that's what that reminded me of. It was that, much of a staple.
I can see that similarity throughout there. And that wasn't even, that was a big fight scene, but they had, several of those throughout the whole thing. Yeah, that one on the border, the final one, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is just straight action.
I haven't seen an action movie like this in a long time.
Or just the story, just a straight action.
And that's where I think Tim Miller's DNA comes into this thing. Yeah, as a director. I think his eye for action is just right.
Yeah, it was pretty well directed and stuff like that, but at the same time, I thought the story could have been worked out a little bit better.
That's the page. That's the page's fault.
Script was kind of weak, I thought, at points.
Yeah, it's hard, right? So we're on the 6th Terminator film, right? And so 3, 4, and 5 were just not good. 3 was too campy, 4 was too dark and bleak, and 5 was just a mess. And so they have to clean all that up, but then bring the brilliant pieces of DNA from the first 2 into this without without creating just a nightmare of a movie. Yeah. And so I think, they were able to do at least that. I think they were able to do.
Because they did have elements of the other film. There was here and there.
Because this thing definitely, I'm going to break it down for you. Terminator 1 is the structure for the rest of the movies, right? So it obviously had DNA from Terminator 1. Terminator 2, it had plenty of DNA from Terminator 2.
Terminator.
Terminator versus Terminator kind of thing. Yeah, rather than a human versus Terminator. Terminator 3, it had some stuff in there where there were kind of multiple chosen ones going on at the same time, kind of. And then the Terminator, the Rev 9, was a lot like the TX here. And then Terminator 4, I think it had a lot of Terminator 4 DNA actually, especially towards the bleak future part.
Yeah. When they were explaining the future.
Because Mackenzie Davis's character, Grace, her character is so much like Sam Worthington, except it's good this time, and his sucked.
Well, that's Sam Worthington. Sam Worthington sucks in everything.
Yeah. But she nailed it, and so that's where I give this film that's why it's better than 4. The Terminator here was better than in 3, and then 5 was just a fucking mess, and so it was actually a coherent film, and so it's better than 5. 5, just forget 5.
So by default, it's already the 3rd best movie.
Yep.
What do you think is better than? It's not better than T2. I already know that much. It's not better than T1, but it is still a solid film, though.
No, this was definitely a solid movie. I was pleased that they. My highest high is Mackenzie Davis. My second highest high is Arnold.
Oh yeah. He tried to pull a fucking Sylvester Stallone and shit. Go back to your original shit, and then win an Oscar for that shit. Try to win an Oscar.
Remember when Stallone is chewing scenery in the first Creed? That's Arnold here.
Oh yeah.
He is the screenplay is respectful to his character. the story. He has a character arc. He there's growth from the other films. Like in Terminator 2, they touch on him potentially finishing his mission, and then him going on. Well, here he gets that life.
Yeah.
And is that a spoiler? I don't even know.
Nah, we don't know what this mission is in this movie. We didn't spoil that part, so don't worry, people.
Well, they already know he's in the movie.
Yeah, I'm talking about the mission.
Okay, yeah. Well, here he gets that life, and you're like, whoa, okay, and it has a real impact on his character.
Oh yeah, like his character gets like a whole through story arc and stuff, and of course, I mean it's a Terminator movie. Fucking, he dies in this bitch, of course.
Yeah.
But when his send off in here, I was like, okay, I can almost cry with this one.
That's what I didn't like about Terminator 2. Once again, I'm gonna go back to, so I'm comparing, because this is Terminator 6 is Terminator 1 through 5 remade into one movie. I swear to God. And so, it one-upped his death from Terminator 2. I thought he went out. I hated how he went out in Terminator 2. I hated that. You win, repair yourself, live your life with these guys, and happily ever after.
Yeah.
No, gotta destroy myself. Come on, bro. Spoiler if you haven't seen Terminator 2. It came out.
I mean, you should be watching
28 years ago. Not 18, 28 years ago. He had a better death than this one, dude. Yeah.
Only question is, will he be back?
Mackenzie Davis, man. I'm gonna go back to her. Dude, she was flawless. She was. As an act, like, throughout, she maintained her character dynamic with everybody. You could see where she came around with some of the characters. Dude, she was fighting that screenplay off, bro. She was fighting.
It's listed as Linda Hamilton's movie because she gets like first billing and all that.
She gets first billing, and the opening of the movie is some footage from Terminator.
But I felt it was like Mackenzie Davis.
Dude, she was the heart, man. She was the heart and soul. Just like, I would love, like, seriously, like, as her character, I was in the military, I would love to have served with her character. Yeah. Like, no bullshit. I would love to have served with her character. That's not even like sexual. I love to have served with her character. Yeah. Seriously.
You said not to have sex with her?
I said that was not sexual. I just mean, like, I would actually have loved her character right there. I'm like, that's who you want to be with right there, bro. That's who you want to be with.
And sexually, too. What do you think about? So we talked about Linda Hamilton. She was supposed to be the star of the movie. Did you think she was good in that after all?
Now, I thought she brought that true grit that she needed to bring. You got the fact that she's been at war with these Terminators her whole adult life. Remember, she was quite young in the first one. She was like, a 20-something, just young 20. She had I think she was flipping burgers in the first one. You know what I mean? She was just some normal person, just flipping burgers.
Now she's like old as hell.
And so she just had this grizzled life. She learned from Kyle Reese. Okay, like, I have to be like this way now. I have to have my game face on now. Like, that's what she learned from Kyle Reese. And then in the second one, you saw how she was just no nonsense, bro. Like, once she got out the asylum, obviously. But she was no nonsense. Hey, this one. She's that grizzled vet, man.
Oh, yeah.
She's that grizzled vet.
So she came on the scene, too. I was like, damn, that's a badass.
Her entrance, dude. Tim Miller, I love you, dude. I love you. That entrance. The trailer gives it. The movie, it doesn't do it justice for the movie, though. The movies, when it's in the movie, people literally just were like, yeah, woo, yeah. But, like, it was perfect, yeah.
But yeah, I thought her character was overshadowed by, what's her name, Mackenzie Davis' character. But I thought she brought a lot of good moments, especially when she interacted with Arnold and stuff. Once they finally linked up toward the end. Yeah, because
you got the gravitas. I think that they hit on that well. And that's why I love the character dynamics in this one. I think that they were in peak form. Because there's enough history when you look at 1 and 2. And they definitely ignore 3, 4, and 5 to where you say, okay, like, and they remind you of, what's going on here. Yeah. Well, they even have Arnold touch on a little bit of determinism. I mean, it gets philosophical without getting over it. It doesn't get over his skis. He just has a little moment and boom, he's out of it and mission. Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. What about who's the other girl name? The one they're trying to protect, Danny.
Oh yeah, Danny. Yeah, I don't know the actress.
I've never seen her in anything before.
Yeah, but she was pretty good. Her character suffered the most from the screenplay. Is where I'll go with that. But I loved all the performances. Even the Rev 9 Terminator. Never seen him either. Yeah, he was great
for a Terminator. Yeah, you don't got a lot of range with a Terminator, but he
no. Like I'm sorry, guys. T1000. That's my dude. That's my dude forever. That's why I have this hairstyle. Are you kidding me? Like, look at me. I am the T-1000. I'm the black T-1000. I'm the B-1000. Bro, I love the T-1000. But if we're talking about the character of the malicious Terminator villain, first is Arnold from the first one. Okay, obviously. Okay, in case y'all forgot, I thought I was gonna say T-1000 the first one. No, T-1000 is my favorite, but the best one is the T-800. The second best one is this guy. This Rev 9 guy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Second best man?
Dude, okay. His little speech at the end, that caught me. That caught me off guard, dude.
Oh, when you talking about with him and Arnold?
Yeah, that caught me off guard. Because I was like, whoa, that was real. That was real. Didn't see that coming.
And it was funny to see them interact with each other because technically he's not Skynet, so.
Right.
Won't tell you what happened to him, but yeah.
Right. Well, no. I thought they touched on it in a way that where they could dance around all the things and they could just say, hey, man, like, you know, I know what you're talking about and, you know.
I've been there, bro.
Telling you, been there, done that, and
it ain't lifestyle.
There's a reason why I'm on this side of the line. and they left it right there and boom, back to 5. I was like, oh, this is so good. This is so good. Yeah.
Arnold found pussy, that's why.
Yeah.
That changed his life. He told everybody in that movie too.
He did. He sure did. Hey, in the first one. Look what happened in the first one. It goes back to that, bro. I think that's a full circle thing because
I
think that's a full circle thing because think about what John Connor is, right? Okay, so I'm gonna careful. We're getting up there now, and I'm about to blow y'all's minds. All right. Okay, so check this out. What is John Connor? John Connor is the savior, right? John Connor sent his own father back in time, and just so happened that's what created him. And then this guy, this Terminator, has been touched throughout the story by this John Connor experience, and you see his total growth, man. If you this was beautiful about this Dark Fate. If you can really cut out 3, 4, and 5, look at 1, 2, and 3, and you got yourself something here. 2 being, this is on, you now have a trilogy on par with the Dark Knight trilogy. Not, Christopher Nolan's on another level, but I'm just talking about the story telling of the characters and everything. When you look at it, now I want to sit down and watch 1, 2, and Dark Fate, to rewatch it and watch, because this Terminator, man, he's one thing in the first one, he's another thing in the second one, and he's a whole other thing in this one. And each time he's a solid, concrete character, and you're just like, whoa, like, this is awesome. So, like I said, there's some brilliant things here, but the screenplay just took it.
Yeah.
It was weighing it down, man.
And of course it's a Terminator movie, so they got some shit that don't make sense.
Right. And I don't mind the big dumb action movie thing. That's the thing, I mean, this is beautiful that you can eliminate 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, and 6.
That's a new trend. Shit, everybody doing that.
No, but I mean, they did it. They did it even. They won up Days of Future Past. Days of Future Past was a solid film to correct a bunch of things, but then they just blew it after that. This gives you a trilogy now of films that's just like, whoa. The first one's like this B-movie startup thing. The second one's just this masterpiece, dude. It's just this masterpiece. Stan Winston. Oh my goodness, they killed it with that thing. They killed it. That movie has aged so well. 1991, and you were doing the research in like the 80s.
And the visuals still look better than some of the CGI that comes out.
That's what I'm saying. and then this one, Dark Fate. I mean, they really made this to be the third movie to just seriously burn those 3, 4, and 5, dude. Yeah. Because especially with some of the flashback stuff, dude. When you look, if you go from the second movie. You really think about the second movie and then think about those flashbacks of Dark Fate. You're like, whoa. You're gonna be like, whoa, son. Yeah.
So what would you rate this shit though?
The screenplay kills it to the point of, man, but everything else and what this means for the Terminator series, it squeaks in to worth a hit. Oh. It squeaks in, man, just because Mackenzie Davis.
Fire or some shit just because of her.
Mackenzie Davis. It's just the screenplay is just so bad, dude. It's that new age screenplay, dude. It's just you can't get around it. It's just so bad. It's the Hollywood formula. Can't get around it.
Yeah, I agree with the bad stuff with you too. Plus, I thought it was a little bit too long. And I felt
there's some stuff on the cutting room floor from the detention center.
Yeah. Probably.
Because remember the scene when she's picking the lock and she hands the thing back to the guy? I'm like, there's more there that they got cut from this film. Because that guy, there's a reason why that skinny guy got sent instead of the uncle to go into the tunnel.
Well, maybe they should have cut some more shit out
Yeah.
too. Because I was like towards the end, I was like, okay, I need to wrap it up a little bit. I'm tired and ready to go home.
I just think the detention scene lasted too long. Because after that, they got back on track.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
just pick back up.
Yeah.
That's where it slowed down a little bit.
The kid died right there. Same thing happened in Terminator 2 when they were in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to slow it down. So, and this took place for the majority in Mexico, huh?
Yeah, Mexico,
Texas,
Texas.
yeah.
Laredo.
So some people might not like that Donald Trump people. So y'all might
Yeah.
this might not be the movie for y'all.
Yeah,
man.
they are. I don't know. No, because they kind of play both sides of it. Don't call it detainees. y'all gonna know what that means when you see the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, but with all that being said, I'll give it a worth the hit though too.
Yeah.
It was a good action film and stuff like that. So just for the action, I'll probably go see it again in IMAX.
Yeah.
See how it holds up there. Because there were some visual elements that were good and some that were like, okay, this is shitty.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Look at that. You guys to get terminated after all. So why don't you guys do us a favor? Hit that subscribe button and be a part of the Blaze crew and where we stay getting stoned off of everything movie related.
Yeah, and if you have any questions or opinions, you can grind them up in the comments section so we can help you get your mind right.
And hey, before Judgment Day hits, go ahead and blaze it.